football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Full right side going to be caught by Waller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Drake. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the toss, Drake going left. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Drake. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Jaguars nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a Jaguar first down.
They'll look to throw here. They'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Jacksonville.
Back to throw here. Connection made with Shenault. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Raiders 7.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Josh Lambo to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Intercepted.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
It is good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And first is across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Derek Carr.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They're going for the zone, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Raiders 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
complete.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and goal.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Try and throw on 3rd down. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Set to kick off.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the
It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Again, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now back to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Counter play. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. To throw his car. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by John.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Carr escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on second and long. Carr. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Jaguars 31, Raiders 13.
McCann's got it teed up. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down at the
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Up second and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot.
and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To try again after the sack. Carr, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Vegas.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second and 5 now. Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Allen Lazard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they take a knee. When you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Jacksonville, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye.